Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the episode of Learning Arabic in 10 minutes. Today we will give you the basic of learning Arabic. At the beginning, you have to know the Arabic and the English is completely two different languages. The letters completely different. At the same time, we write, from right to left. They write from left to right. Arabic, we don't have capital and small. We have beginning and the end. English, you have capital and small. Arabic, all of it cursive. If you write, letter by letter, then people, they take it as abbreviation. The Arabic alphabet, it's 28 letters. When we write, like what I told you before, either you write at the beginning or the end of the word. The beginning, you have to write the letter as half, then you can connect another letter to it. At the end, you write it by itself or four letter. A lot of people, they think the Arabic language is a very difficult language, but it's not. When it's come to reading and writing, it's very simple because the way it sounds. But any subject or any language, the minute you think it's hard, then it will be hard. That's why, we said learn Arabic in 10 minutes. That's also a show, the basic of the Arabic, and how simple and how easy of a language it is. The Arabic, I told you at the beginning, in next episode, we will start learning the alphabet. And the alphabet, we will learn, one by one or three by three. Then, with the end of this episode, you will learn how to read and write. Also, there is, letters in Arabic. You don't have it in English. And also, there is letters in English. We don't have it in Arabic. But, most of the Arabs, they can't read any letters. But, when it's come to writings, we don't have them. For example, we don't have a difference between the B and the P. But, at the same time, we can read it and we can master it. At the same time, in English, there is no kh. Also, they spell it as KH, or there is no gha. Also they spell it as GH. But at the end, like what I said, we will teach you how to learn Arabic in 10 minutes. Now, the first letter in Arabic, we will learn, as we call it, the name of the letter. Basically, we will teach you the sound of the letter. It's not the name of the letter. As you see, the letter, first letter, it's come as a stick. They call it, the name of the letter is called Alif. But Alif, we don't read it as Alif, which is, if you see the H, and if you see, we read it as Ha in English, but the name of the letter H. The Alif, the sound of it, it's A. And anytime we write A, we have to put the symbol of S in English on top. We call it in Arabic Hamza. Anytime you write the Alif in the middle, then we have, only a stick. And the stick, we call it long sound, or we call it long vowels, which is, the Alif actually, or the A affect the letter before it. Let's, for example, we said the A attached to the Ba, then we said Ba as in Baba, Ba. Okay, always said the Alif attached to the Sa, then we said Sa as in Salim, or as in Sali, that's why we said, the A, when it's come at the end or in the middle, then we consider it long vowels. And the long vowels in Arabic, we said, we have short vowels and we have long vowels, which is, in the next episode, we will teach you how to say the short vowels and the long vowels. The short vowels, they are not letters, they are sound. Okay, for example, when we said Ba, you hear the A sound, okay, but there is no A. There is a dash on top of the letter. We call it, short, sound. They give you the a sound. We call it fatha. But, actually there is no letters. But when we said ba, now you hear, actually they call it the long vowels or the long sound. It's actually a letter. Then we said, for example, baba, ba, ba. That's why we said it's long sound or long letter. That's with the a. The a also, if we take the s simple, we call it hamza, and put it to the bottom, okay, then we said, it will change from a to e. Also, that's we consider part of the a letter. But, you have to know, this e only come at the beginning of the word. You can't write this e in the middle, and you can't write this e, at the end. Most likely, you write it only at the beginning. Then, the a also, we consider it a unique letter because you don't attach another letter to it, which is, there's two sides of the letter. Then we said, right side and left side. Of course, you can write anything attached to it to the right side, but, to the left side, you can't attach another letter to it. If you attach another letter to it, then people will mistake it for the L letter. Also, there is 6 letters in Arabic. You don't attach another letter to it, which is, later on we will learn how, to write those letters. Then we put this in consideration. The a, it's one of the long vowels affect the letter before it to give it the same sound. Like when we said, for example, I told you, when we said ba, then, of course, immediately, the ba, it took short vowels, which is, the a, affected to give it the same vowels as it is. Then we said, for example, when we said door, we said bab, ba, a, bab, okay? Also, when it's come to the spelling Arabic, then it's very easy and it's very simple. The way it sounds. When we said bab, then we said ba, a, ba, bab, the way it sounds. There is no complication. For example, my name is Muhammad. Then, Muhammad in Arabic, it's 4 letters and 4 vowels. And that's why we said the Arabic, it's made simple, and you can learn it in 10 minutes, hopefully.